إله الناس تنساني لدى الدنيا وفي العقبى على ما كان من شاني حبيبي أنت رحماني إن تبت مناني وإن أذنبت رجاني وإن أدبرت ناداني.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're catching Fearless Muslim America's think tank, American Muslims Today, right here on KZUM 89.3 FM on your FM dial. Didn't I just say that? You're on the front lines in the war on error. Brothers and sisters, we wanted to talk today about Colin Powell's announcement to support Barack Obama. It was quite a theatrical thing. I watched it and was in awe. The former Secretary of State, Colin Powell, endorsed Barack Obama in a 7-minute verbal essay defending his choice. But it wasn't his endorsement that really what surprised me. It wasn't that. I saw, that he said things about the Republican Party that were very surprising. Also, with his discussion on, why he was choosing Barack, and he was very careful and, particular when he was discussing the reasons why he was supporting the brother. So I think that it was very carefully planned and very well thought out. And he explained very clearly that, first of all, he talked about John McCain and the Republican Party because, the first question was, well, why aren't you supporting the Republican ticket? And so he discussed John McCain's, erratic approach towards the economic crisis and how it kind of really threw him for a loop there. And also his choice of Sarah Palin basically said, come on, man. She's not ready to be president. Save the drama for your hockey mama. So at any rate, he gave, really good, kind of a blow by blow about the mistakes that the Republicans have made. And also when he talked about his support for Barack and how he thought he was, steady and, a transformative figure and all of that. But that wasn't what I was impressed with. I was impressed by his discussion on the Islamic situation, or the situation where Barack Obama is being attacked because the people are lying and claiming that he is a Muslim. And he approached the issue with such candor. I was really taken aback. I mean, you really have to hear it to believe it. We have a sound bite.
I'm also troubled by not what Senator McCain says, but what members of the party say. And it is permitted to be said such things as, well, you know that Mr. Obama is a Muslim. Well, the correct answer is he is not a Muslim. He's a Christian. He's always been a Christian. But the really right answer is, what if he is? Is there something wrong with being a Muslim in this country? The answer is no. That's not America. Is there something wrong with some 70-year-old Muslim American kid believing that he or she could be president? Yet I have heard senior members of my own party drop this suggestion. He's a Muslim and he might be associated with terrorists. This is not the way we should be doing it in America. I feel strongly about this particular point because of a picture I saw in a magazine. It was a photo essay about troops who were serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. And one picture at the tail end of this photo essay was of a mother in Arlington Cemetery. And she had her head on the headstone of her son's grave. And as the picture focused in, you could see the writing on the headstone. And it gave his awards, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, showed that he died in Iraq, gave his date of birth, his date of death. He was 20 years old. And then at the very top of the headstone, it didn't have a Christian cross. It didn't have a Star of David. It had a crescent and a star of the Islamic faith. And his name was Kareem Rashad Sultan Khan. And he was an American. He was born in New Jersey. He was 14 years old at the time of 9/11. And he waited until he can go serve his country, and he gave his life. Now, we have got to stop polarizing ourselves in this way. And John McCain is as non-discriminatory as anyone I know. But I'm troubled about the fact that within the party, we have these kinds of expressions.
Booyah. It was a very rare look into someone who has been one of the most visible characters in the current Bush administration. Not only that, African Americans in political life, as far as the Republicans, one of the only visible, Republicans in public life, is coming here, speaking about us in a way that seems so, it has such candor and it has such passion. I haven't heard even some Muslims, get into the heart of neocon attacks with this kind of passion, with this kind of, openness and clarity. It was a very clear message. Now, of course, I know that, Colin Powell, does not necessarily 100% share my views and the views of many Muslims. However, I'm not saying he's neoconservative. He's a conservative. And as I say, we are kind of in bed with the Democratic Party, not because we agree with them on their policies and not because we agree with their stances on many political and social issues. As I've said before, we Muslims are much more in line with conservatives with a lot of our thinking. But there's no place for us in the Republican Party. And that's the heart of what Colin Powell is getting to.
I have some concerns about the direction that the party has taken in recent years. It has moved more to the right than I would like to see it, but that's a choice the party makes. The approach to the Republican Party and Mr. McCain has become narrower and narrower. Mr. Obama, at the same time, has given us a more inclusive, broader reach into the needs and aspirations of our people. He's crossing lines, ethnic lines, racial lines, generational lines.
He is saying that Barack Obama, not only is he saying that, small towns have values, but other towns have values, and other people have values, and other cultures have values. So when Barack Obama goes overseas and says he's a citizen of the world, while that offends Rush Limbaugh and other conservative neocon spokespeople, that does not offend people who live here in America who may have roots other than being a Native American. And that could be anybody. So to put it plainly, I was very pleasantly surprised to hear him talk about the Muslim who has given up his life for the cause that he believes in, the American cause, and also the fact that, Muslim Americans are doing things on a day-to-day basis to support the country, show that they love the country, to show that that they are members of this country, just like anybody else, and that we don't have ill intentions towards it. So, I mean, this is a point that has not brought out as often as it should be, and it's a point that was very wisely and very skillfully put out there for the people in order for them to understand. So I think it was very, very good, and I was very surprised. All I could say at the end of the day was wow. So brothers and sisters, we'll take another brief break, get into some Quran recitation. Then after that, 5 minutes of fiqh with our brother Abu Sa'id Salim Al-Tawil. You're listening to American Muslims Today.
God bless America and no place else.